Hillary Clinton's doubles have been making their bold appearances as Hillary Rodham Clinton since mid-2015. From what I have seen in passing yesterday, the woman here on the right has been passed on to us by mainstream media as being Hillary Clinton giving an interview on her campaign plane, whereas the woman on the left is the real Hillary Clinton. Notice the little mole on the edge of her, on the right of her upper lip. Just a small detail, the woman here on the right of this image does not have a mole. This is definitely not Hillary. We can see by the shape of her nose as well. The tip of the nose bends downwards. Hillary's nose is not the same. Here we see a tired, wrinkled Hillary. And here the woman that appeared on the campaign plane, the woman that is on the right of the image, is not Hillary. This is Hillary with the earpiece in her ear, being fed information. And here we have, again, their comparison. Outstanding, the difference in the nose. We see that the nostrils bend down to a tip that bends towards her mouth. And we're all shocked, of course, at how quickly Hillary recovered after her fainting, where she was tossed into her van out of Chelsea's apartment in New York about 90 minutes later, looking younger, thinner, perky, cheery, a totally different woman. It's because she was a totally different woman. Look at her nose. Here she's got a bridge on her nose. She doesn't have the double chin. And of course, this is the woman that some people say is definitely Teresa Barnwell, one of her doubles. And this was in the Washington Times, I'll leave a link below for you, May 5th, 2015, passed on as Hillary being in Las Vegas at Climco de Mayo meeting on immigration. She met with immigrants, illegal immigrants. And this was Hillary, passed on mainstream media as being Hillary. This is the same woman on the plane. Here we go. Look at the nose. This is the exact same woman from May 2015 is the woman that's being passed on to us in the campaign plane as Hillary Clinton. Now, we're not journalists. We're just people trying to find out the truth. And it's really in our face that these differences are so obvious. We wonder what the journalists in mainstream media are doing. Here she is on the campaign plane, Teresa Barnwell, whatever her name is, and thinner, younger, tighter double chins, with her nose drooping towards her mouth. This is not Bill Clinton's wife, Hillary. This is some other woman being passed on to us as, quote-unquote, Hillary Clinton. I just wanted you to know that her doubles are not just now that they're showing up. They've been showing up for quite a long time. Okay, I'm not a journalist. I just found this out, so I just wanted to let you know that the woman here appearing in Hillary's place most probably does have her own little earpiece. And you notice that she speaks very slowly, very carefully when she does speak. And that's why, perhaps because the itinerary and the traveling is very grueling on these presidential candidates. And I'm sure there are other world leaders that do have doppelgangers, they're doubles, and this is just one of them that's being made very obvious to us. And we're expected to believe that this double is Hillary Clinton. And there we go, cheering and supporting and saying, bowing down to these people. And even this woman here, the bubbles face, the balloon face, does not look like Hillary. Where's her mole? One of the details that we found after the 9/11 fainting, and the woman that came out of Chelsea's apartment, was the difference in the face. from the Hillary that was before the fainting. And this is the profile and the details of the ear, the earlobe, the length of the earlobe, and the hairline in front of the ear is totally different. And we see this is one very strong proof that it's not the same woman. And of course, the woman that came out of the Chelsea apartment, even though she fainted an hour and a half earlier, had nobody supporting her, no security agents, no security around her helping her just in case she felt faint again. Not even Chelsea was with her, nobody. She just walked out on her own, surrounded by absolutely nobody. This woman is supposed to be the leader of the superpower of the world, the president of the United States, and nobody's around her as they were before she fainted. Look at all this entourage she had all around her. And she walks out nonchalantly on her own, pretending she's Hillary. And of course, like good little sheeple that we are, we're supposed to believe this. And most of us did, until we started looking at the details. And the details are here. This is Hillary Clinton in a not so tired looking face. Now let's take a look at her nose details. Her nose does not droop towards her lips, and her nostrils are horizontal, whereas this nose droops towards her mouth, and her nostrils follow the drooping tip towards the mouth. As we said, this is the woman that was on the campaign plane. This was the woman that was in the Las Vegas meeting. And this is the woman on Hillary's plane. The details of her nose. This is the Hillary nose. You can see the difference. Major difference on the face. Major difference. Now, yesterday, I went to the post office to give something in to make a payment at the post office. And for the life of me, the woman there, I swore, looked just like Hillary Clinton. I said to myself, oh my God, a perfect double for Hillary Clinton. Perfect. I was looking at her details of her flashing blue eyes, her nose, her mouth, everything. There are so many women at this age with this blonde and blue-eyed coloring that look like a Hillary Clinton, you know. But here, the real Hillary, let's go back to this. She's really tired looking, okay. And she's got a fluffy facial skin, whereas the woman that's a double looks at least 10 to 15 years younger, right? A lot thinner, liposucked. And this is the woman that's speaking to us on the Hillary plane. There we go. Wow. You know, she's got all her security guards around her, ushering her here, there, and everywhere. And she gives out these wonderful speeches, saying absolutely nothing, basically, you know, with her earpiece, whatever. I'm sure she's getting perfect coaching from somewhere else. And I just wanted you to know, because this is the picture that I found, this one here coming up, this woman here, from May 5th, 2015, at a Hillary meeting with the immigrants in Las Vegas. Okay, that was a shock to me. I say, how long have these doubles been around? Okay, obviously they've had a lot of experience, a lot of practice, a lot of coaching, because it's an important thing to do a good job representing the woman that's going to be the first woman president of the United States if she wins this election. So they have to be excellent. They have to be perfect performers. Like this woman here, the only thing is she's got different ears, she's got different skin, different teeth, different nose, and her eye colors are not that striking blue color that Hillary Clinton's eyes are. So, I'll leave links below for you for this. In conclusion, we have found all these differences, and we have seen that it's not the same woman. What are the journalists in mainstream media doing about this? Why are they covering this up? Why are they not exposing this? This is major news. It has to do, obviously, with Hillary Clinton's health. So I'll leave links below for you for this.
Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
I, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, do solemnly swear
that you will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of your ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Vice President Johnson, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman, Reverend clergy, fellow citizens. We observe today not a victory of party, but a celebration of freedom, symbolizing an end as well as a beginning, signifying renewal as well as change. For I have sworn before you and Almighty God the same solemn oath our forebears prescribed nearly a century and 3/4 ago. The world is very different now, for man holds in his mortal hands the power to abolish all forms of human poverty and all forms of human life. And yet the same revolutionary beliefs for which our forebears fought are still at issue around the globe. The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow